Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get right into today's video. Now, I know I've been missing in action, guys. I know, but I've been all over the place, basically, like with between my job and doing nails on the side. I have been doing so much. Sorry about, not posting videos, but I needed a little break, as everyone can relate. Sometimes you just need a break from, doing something that you do on the regular. So, yeah, as you guys can see, I am unboxing a Nail Reserve PR package, and I received some gel polishes. I believe it's like 5 colored, and then I got a top coat, the no white top coat, and the matte top coat. Now, I've never tried the matte top coat, so I wanted to see how that works, if it actually lasts or not. And I love their no wipe top coat, so I got another one because mine was almost finished. So we're going to start swatching, and we're going to swatch this beautiful color called Naked and Famous. And this is like a beige kind of color, or like a skin tone color. I would guess more on the beige side to me. That's what it looks like. And guys, I always recommend the Nail Reserve nail polish. It is vegan. It is so opaque. Definitely recommend it. Never peels off. You're gonna if you guys check out my videos, my previous videos, you always know that I'm always doing a Nail Reserve unboxing because it's actually one of my favorite gel polish companies, and I definitely recommend them. You can subscribe and you get 50% off all of their gel polishes. So now this is the second coat, and look at it. Like I said, these gel polishes are so opaque. I mean, obviously they have sheer ones, but you don't even need a second coat. I love them so much because of that. And next we have Dave. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but yeah, it's DAI exclamation mark with a VAI exclamation mark. I don't know. That's what it sounds like to me. I could be wrong, but this is a beautiful neon green color. As you can see, I do not have one of these colors in my collection, so I had to get this beautiful color. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so bright and beautiful. For all my neon lovers, this is definitely a recommendation you should get. Like I said, opaque. You barely even need a second coat. And I love opaque gel polishes because I'm not a big fan of doing second coats unless needed, because it does bulk up the nail when you're doing, a second coat. Especially if it's already opaque, you don't really need a second coat. And this is one of the gel polishes that you don't need a second coat, and it won't peel off or anything. Next, we have Almond. And this reminds me of like another gel polish that I have, but the other ones that I have is more on the pinker side or on the caramel side. And so this is more like a nice nudish color, with, I would say it's like nude and skin tone also. Like, I don't know, maybe definitely skin tone and nude combined. Because the other one was like a skin tone, but like on the beige side. This is more on the nude side, or the, I would say like tan side. But look how beautiful this color is. Definitely recommend that Almond. Next we have Moonlit Glow. And this is a beautiful, I don't know, it reminds me of a chrome color. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my god, it's like silver with rose gold in it, that like metallic color. I cannot wait to see how this looks, because I have been looking so much for like gel polishes that give that chrome look without having to do chrome. Like, nothing beats a chrome nail, obviously. If you want chrome, you're gonna get chrome, but to have that effect in a gel polish is definitely a plus. So let's see. This is a little bit on the sheer side, not as opaque as the other ones, which is okay. Sometimes a lot of the glitters are not as opaque. But let's see how it looks for the second coat. And let's see. Look at that. Wow. Gorgeous. Now here we have Bliss Pink. And this is like a really, really hot pink, I would say. To me, it's like a hot pink color, sort of on the neon side also. If you put that neon, like green, yellow, it definitely looks, you know, neon. But this is a hot pink. Now, I'm not a fan of hot pink, but I don't have any in my collection. Yeah, I know. Why wouldn't I have hot pink in my collection? But you'd be surprised how many people or how many girls that I do their nails and they want something so simple, never want hot pink. So I just got hot pink because I'm like, all right, I'm doing more and more nails on the side, so let me get all of these beautiful colors. Now look how gorgeous that is after one coat. Look at that, is what I mean. You don't even need a second coat because look how opaque that was. But this is a beautiful, beautiful color, and I also definitely recommend this if you're looking for a hot pink. So now this is all the colors combined together, lined up, and this is the second coat. Now, guys, here we are for my fill. So I'm doing my Polygel fill. Now, as you can see, I have already nails on. And these were like my birthday nails. I wanted something so simple. So I did some like white spider gel with gold flakes. And yeah, so now I'm just going to do a fill. I'm taking my 5-in-1 bit and I'm just going, taking off all of the previous gel polish. And I do have my nail duster here. For this part, sometimes I don't really need it, but when taking off the gel polish, it gets very, very dusty, especially with Polygel. So I'm going to just continue taking off this polish, and then we can get into the next step. Okay, so once I've taken off all of the polish, now I'm going in with my 180 grit sanding band, and I'm just going to prep my nail. So I don't have much of a fill, so it's not much of a gap, so I don't really need to go in depth with my prepping. So I'm just going to, and a lot of people just use the sanding band as their prep. I like to go around with the round bit first and then do the sanding prep. I find that using the round bit pushes back the cuticle, and then the sanding bit will actually, smooth out the surface. But like I said, I don't have much to push back. These are fairly, probably like 2 weeks old, so I don't have much to fill in, and much nail plate that's showing. So I'm just using this sanding band, and then I am going to begin to prep my nails for my polygel application. So now I did have extra cuticle, so now I am going to cut that off. Now some people don't like cutting the cuticle. That is fine. To me, it's all in your preference. I never cut, you know, my skin or so much where I feel like I'm going to get an infection. To me, it's just really the top part. And like I said, all of this extra dead skin, to me, you don't need that. And it doesn't look good. Nobody wants to have hanging skin on the top. So I find it no problem in cutting that part. But like I said, everybody has their own preference, and it is all up to you and what you prefer. Now, guys, I am going to be prepping my nails. Now, I am not a gatekeeper, guys. Listen here. This is the best primer you're going to ever use. Like, literally, this is a game changer. So, I always use this for acrylics, for polygel, any set. I've never gotten lifting. Like, if you get lifting, it's because maybe you're putting your hands in too much water. Like, I have bartender clients, and they'll come back with barely any lifting. I mean, like, little bit, but that's because they're putting their hands all the time in water. That primer is amazing, and a little bit goes a long way. So after I'm done using that primer, I am going to use a base coat because remember, I am still using polygel, and polygel does need some type of sticky layer as a base coat to adhere to. So I'm just putting that base coat on top, and then I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds and then come back and do my polygel fill. Now for the polygel, I'm using my long hair pretty girl polygel or patty gel, and this is in the color nude. And so I'm just putting basically a bead at the top, and I'm going to do that for all of them. Now this is like definitely one of my favorite polygels. I wish she had more colors than just this nude, because she has a nude and a mocha. I haven't tried the mocha yet. But I wish she had more of a powder pink nude. And I think that she's just still growing, and she's still making, you know, more colors. So I hope that I can get one of those colors in the near future. But like I said, this is definitely one of my favorite polygels. It does not move. And I love that about it. It stays still. You literally pat everything into place. And, you know, I'm just taking my alcohol and patting it in. And you don't need much alcohol whatsoever. Too much alcohol will definitely make it worse. So I'm just patting it, making sure I have enough for the apex, and brushing it down and making that shape, that ballerina shape. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but my nails was a bit curved because what I used to make these nails were dual forms, and the dual forms that I used were curved dual forms. And so I'm just trying to take that curve out of my nail. I'm not a big fan of curved nails. Some of you might be, and that is all great. But for me, I love my straight nails. So in order to get that, you will see me use the polygel, put some polygel at the tip of the nail so I can bring that nail tip up. And I will show you what I mean when it comes to filing, how I make it straight and take that curve out of the nail. So like I said, I'm just pushing the polygel up into the cuticle, doing the fill, and then I am bringing it down because I do want to make these tips not curved. So like I said, see here, I am putting the polygel at the tip, and I'm going to bring it up. And that is just me trying to, making the nail tip no longer a curve. Yeah, so I'm just patting it, and you can see how easy this poly gel moves. I barely get any bubbles, and if you do get a bubble, it's just easy. You just poke it, and you just, you know, basically go up and down until the bubble is out. And it's very easy and simple. And like I said, it does not move. Definitely recommend this polygel. If you guys are polygel fans, definitely try it out. You're going to love it. So I'm just going to continue doing my fill and let you guys watch me work. Okay, so this is how they look after I'm done. Looks really, really good. And I am doing both of my hands. I'm just not showing the other side because, guys, that took so long and it was just so difficult to do. I do show parts of me doing the other side, like my filing, but it was a lot. I think this took me like literally maybe like 5 hours to do. That is the only thing. When doing your own nails, it's like, oh gosh. But I wouldn't have it any other way because I don't want to go to anyone and be like, all right, I don't like the way you do it. So I rather take that time and do my own nails the way I like them, right? So here I'm just taking my 100 grit. It's a 100/180 grit, but I'm taking the 100 grit side and I am filing the sides in to make that coffin shape. And do you see what I mean by the curve part? So now it's getting straight, and then I'll be able to go underneath the tip and file that straight. You'll see what I mean when I get closer to the filing part. But yeah, I'm just making this coffin shape, and I'm going to file those sides in. And so I don't do the free edge, the tip. I don't file it until the end because I realize that until I do the underneath, it's going to make a difference. So I recommend waiting to if you're doing clients. That is basically the last thing that I do is the the tip part, because I flip their hand around and make sure that what they see is the same thing that I see, and that it's straight and even, straight across. And I, do it when I'm talking about the tip part. So when I'm filing it, I always do it the last part because I realize that that's how I get it nice and sharp and crisp for my clients. So yeah, I'm just going to continue using my hand file here and then come back with my 5-in-1 grit and start doing, sealing the cuticle and shaping the nail. So now I'm taking the 5-in-1 bit and I'm going around my cuticle area, sealing it. Make sure you're careful to not cut yourself with this bit. Well, right now it's not as sharp. I actually do need a new one. But I just seal the cuticle, go around the sides. So this is what I mean when I am going to uplift the curve. So as you can see, I am shaping that side right there. I'm holding the nail and I'm also making a C curve, but I'm also bringing the nail up. If you guys can see what I'm saying, or you see what I'm doing here, I'm just taking that underneath. I'm also, creating the C curve because it did, the polygel did spread and it did have a little bit of bulge. So I'm just cleaning the underneath part and also bringing that C curve up. Oh, not C curve, sorry, the curved nail up and forming the C curve. And then also going around the nail and sealing the cuticle. So this took a bit of a time to do because it was a lot of filing. So like I said, I'm just gonna let you guys continue watching, and yeah, I'm just filing. Here I made a little bit of an indent, but I'm just gonna take my hand file and then shape that where there's no indent. That's a little trick. If you do file too much, you can always take your hand file and reshape the nail, and you won't see that indent anymore. So yep, like I said, I am going around the cuticle, going around the entire nail, and the underneath. And I'm gonna let you guys watch me file. Alright guys, so now this is how my nails look after I've filed and buffed them. And I decided that I was going to use the Bliss Pink and the Valley. I'm not sure. I'm sorry guys. I do not know how to pronounce that name, but I'm also taking my black that I have here. At first I was going to use some silver, but I did not end up using any of the silver. But I'm taking my black, and I decided that I was going to make like my own version of palm trees with this pink and this like neon green, and it's going to be like Miami Vice. So that was like my kind of inspiration, was like Miami Vice nails or Miami Vice colors. So I'm just making the lines for the base of the tree, and now I'm going to take the pink and I'm going to make the branches of the palm trees, and I'm gonna do 4 lines of the pink on each nail. And then I do the exact same thing with the green or yellow, neon green. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do right now, and then cure that in the light for 30 seconds, come back with the yellow, do that, and cure that in the light for 30 seconds also. Now for the rest of the nails, I decided just to do something simple, and I am going to do some V French nails with this pink, and look how pretty it is looking. So yeah, I do the V French for the pinky, the pointer, and the thumb finger, and I cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. So once I did that, I felt like the palm trees needed more black. So I did a curved line, as you can see, and then I started making like black branches also along the like pink and the neon green or yellow. And just started making some lines there and trying to, I don't know, have some, I guess, definition of it. But I was looking at the way that other nail techs do the palm trees, and I wish I would have did it that way, where they'll like make a branch and then make tiny little lines against that, and it makes it way like just looks more realistic as a palm tree. And I wish I would have did it that way instead of this way. But that's okay, you know. I can do that next time, you know. But everybody saw these nails and they're like, "Oh my God, they look like Miami Vice." And I was like, "Yeah, that was my inspiration." So, and they also like the palm trees too. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think. If I should have went more in details, or if you guys like this simple look or not, let me know. So now I also decided that along the refench, I was going to make it like a zebra print. So I started taking my black and I just started making some lines on the refench, as you can see here. So I'm just taking the line. Do you see it? I don't know. You really can't see it that well. But there's like black lines, the zebra lines that I did before in a previous video. I love that look. So I'm going to just do that to the pinky, the pointer, and the thumb. And then come back and do the next nail or the next hand and top coat all of the nails and come back for the final look, guys. So after top coating, this is the final look, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I think these came out great. I still could have did a better job of the palm trees, but that's okay. Go check out Nail Reserve website. They are a great gel polish company. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.